This sports broadcast made possible with support from the following. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling. Featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling. Powered by Bryant. Whatever it takes. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Visit rosenhyundai.com or genesisofalgonquin.com. For the best pizza in town, Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out our new and improved online ordering at I'mAWiseGuy.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumber.inc.com. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at darylbarnes.com.
Hello everyone and welcome into the Hinkle Holiday Classic at Jacobs High School in Algonquin, Illinois. Special thanks to all our sponsors. You saw in the open, Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin, and Genesis of Algonquin, Wise Guys Pizzeria of South Elgin, Tom the Plumber Inc., and Daryl Barnes Photography, as well as our Algonquin Hospitality Room sponsors for keeping our workers fed and functioning. Buffalo Wild Wings, Algonquin Taco and Burritos, Taylor Street Pizza, Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, House 31, Panera Bread, and Coors. Thanks for keeping everyone full, happy, and on their feet. Well, we just watched a great matchup between Bartlett and Bennett, and it was a good one, and now we should have another good one. Nick Martinez and Dylan with you from Mundelein and Prairie Ridge High School.
Yeah, we should have a good one, Nick. Both teams coming in with 2 losses this tournament. Mundelein lost their last game to Johnsburg 51-73, and PR lost their last game to Boylan 52-69. They haven't played bad teams, though. They played good teams. These are solid teams, good rosters, and we should have an exciting game today.
Yeah, we should. And we mentioned it a lot throughout this tournament that all these teams are definitely capable of winning games, and it's a talented, loaded bracket, both on the winner and loser side. Loser side we have here today. But even we saw in the last game, all these matchups are just super close, and that's really important for these teams going on in their season later on.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, even if you're 0-2 here, just getting some forward momentum halfway through the season here around Christmas time is good for any team going into the second half of the season.
We should have a good one here between the Mustangs and the Wolves. We're ready to jump it up at center court. It will be Spencer Thomas and Elijah Loading, 2 strong forwards in this tournament, and they battle at center court. It will be won by Prairie Ridge, and here we go in our game 2 of day 3 of the Hinkle Holiday Classic.
And Elijah Loading, number 11 for Prairie Ridge, is the guy to watch. He had 21 points in their last matchup.
And you already see him getting on the offensive board as well. He does it all. And that one nearly taken away. Thomas fighting for it. And it will be won by the Mustangs. The Mundelein will get the ball.
Some early scrappiness, some early effort. I like it. Early in the morning here, they're ready to go.
Yeah, all these teams throughout the Hinkle Holiday Classic have played physical basketball and great high school basketball. Love broadcasting the sport here with the Beacon Academy.
Number 3 of Mundelein, Newell, is also a guy to watch. Had 15 points in their last game against Johnsburg.
Yeah, a lot of scoring on this court that we're seeing from these 2 teams. A lot of shooting as well. Both these teams like to shoot it, as on cue you hit that long 2 to make it an early 2-point lead for Mundelein.
Yeah, just knocked his defender down. Don't know if it was a push-off or not, but got an open look, knocked it down.
Kick out into the corner, loading. We mentioned him already a couple times today. On the wing now. Prairie Ridge having some trouble. The Wolves will get pushed, and it will be a foul called against Mundelein.
Number 2, Carson Colston. His first team first.
Prairie Ridge to inbound it. Foul on Carson Kosenek. And they will get the 5-second violation, and a good start for the Mustangs defense.
Very good start for them, very good start.
Still holding on to their 2-point lead. As the clock still hasn't started yet, so they're gonna have to get it running, and they do. Drive inside, the Mustangs love their give and go offense. We're already seeing that used here on this possession. Zepeda now with it. Gives the screen. Approaching 15 seconds on the shot clock. Zepeda using his size down low, can't get it to go. And a good, easy rebound for Elijah Loading. Wolves now pushing in transition. Here's Loading, thinking three, he'll pass it up. Instead down low. Good pivot dribble, and that one lost, and it will go off the hands of Thomas.
Yeah, Mundelein's defense is all over the place. They've been very handsy so far. Hopefully they can stay out of foul trouble as the game goes on, but very handsy, very active so far.
Active defense for sure, as that one is nearly taken away. And fighting for the ball is Loading. He says, get out my way, and nearly hits the three. But that'll go out of bounds off Prairie Ridge, and we're already seeing Loading using his size.
And as you said, Mundelein likes to use that give and go offense. Number 3, Newell, most of his 15 points in their last one were off of 2-pointers, so kind of a very old school like offense with now we see a lot of 3-pointers in today's game.
Yeah, very different styles of offense between these two teams. As you see a 3-pointer here, that one is good and on cue, making it a 5-point lead for Mundelein. On the wing now. The Wolves nearly getting taken away. Mundelein playing with a lot of energy early on. Good closeout at the top of the key. The Wolves trying to drive it inside, using the body and gets the angle, and that'll get the scoring started for Prairie Ridge. Vanderwell up and in for the layup. Now Prairie Ridge putting some good defense on Mundelein. The Mustangs get a break, and they'll take a three. That one too strong.
Okay, so they must have heard me talking, and they're going to shoot some threes today.
Switching up the offense now. That'll kind of catch the defense of Prairie Ridge by surprise, because they're definitely playing for Mundelein to use it down low, as that pass from Loading too high.
Again, this Prairie Ridge offense just kind of looks a little bit sped up by the Mustangs defense so far. Just very active. Looks like Prairie Ridge just needs to wake up a little bit.
Early on in this one, 5-2. Mundelein still holding on to a 3-point lead. Subs into the game for
Nice
Mundelein.
split.
Good split of the defense and a feed down low. It will be a foul call. It'll be the first free throws for Mundelein here today.
Yeah, you see a lot of back cuts from this Mustangs offense. They like to utilize the back cuts on the dribble drive. It's a very good style of offense, I like to say, especially a lot different than, like I said earlier, the 3-point shooting a lot of teams like to do now.
Yeah, and especially because it gets the defense on their toes and forces some of those fouls that leads to easy looks at the free throw line. Subs coming into the game. Gray, the big man down low. And he'll inbound it. Good free throw there to make it a 6-2 game. 4 points already in this game for Carson. Drive and split inside, that one too short. Fight for the rebound, and here comes the speed of the Mustangs. Drive inside. Feeling the pressure once again. Has Zepeda down low, high pass, good job catching it, kick it to Thomas. That one hits the side of the backboard. Top of the key now, here's Gray. Using his size, he'll kick it Up top once again. Good find down low to Loading. And that'll be a good basket for Elijah Loading to get his scoring started for the day.
Yeah, look for him to get going for Prairie Ridge. They're going to really need him if they're going to win this one.
And right on cue, once again, Carson hitting another three. Already 7 points in this one.
Koenigsknecht. I think that's how you say it, but he can very well shoot it.
Loading. Trying to respond. His team down by 5. An intense and fast-paced first quarter. 3.5 minutes left. Backdoor cut. And a lot of contact on that entry pass. No foul call to let them play. On the wing now. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's Loading. That one too short. Good, strong rebound down low. Approaching 3 minutes now left in this first quarter. 9-4 now. And a foul called against Loading. Saw that in their last game. Loading got in a little bit of foul trouble. He did foul out, so you got to keep an eye out there for Loading.
Yeah, you definitely don't want him in foul trouble. He scores the majority of the points for the Wolves, had 21 points. I don't think anyone on their team had double digits in their last game other than him, so they definitely need him to stick in this game.
Very crucial situation to monitor, as already quick 2 fouls against Loading. Kick it out, Zepeda, pump fake. Another drive and screen, handoff. Prairie Ridge forcing another late clock situation. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. 3 seconds left. Doesn't look like they know it. And that will be no good. No count on the shot. We both saw it up here. They were not ready for that shot clock violation.
No, not at all. They just looked very discombobulated. It seems like both offenses are still kind of trying to find their way. Even though Mundelein has 9 points, they've looked a lot more proficient on the offensive side of the ball. They're still trying to figure it out. You've seen some sloppy passes from both sides, some drop passes.
9-4 now as we get close to 2 minutes left in the first. High pass is taken away by Carson. Loading couldn't hold it. Good feed inside Zepeda, and they'll call it a travel. Looks like he dragged the foot just barely. An easy call for the refs. And Loading will come in to inbound it.
It'll be very interesting to see what fouls they continue to call as the game goes on, because they've allowed them to be very handsy and play very active so far. But there have been some fouls called.
And that three-pointer is short, and foul called down low in the battle for the rebound.
Foul on Mustang, number 3.
And they're going to say it was a shot attempt for Loading, so he'll head to the free throw line. Big free throws for Loading. Elijah at the line. That one is good.
Checking into the game for the
9-5 now. Exactly 2 minutes left in this first quarter. At the line, 2 for 2. Loading, a very good day at the line to start. 9-6 now. 3-point game between these two teams. See what Mundelein can do. They're swinging the ball a lot and getting those screens. And trying to feed Zepeda, and that one is tipped away and stolen. Prairie Ridge read it like a book, and now they'll push with some pace. Feed it. Loading, using the size and strength, and that'll be a timeout called on the court by Mundelein. Elijah Loading, already 6 points in this one.
Yeah, he's starting to get going. I think those 2 free throws were really big for him. I mean, he airballed his first three-point attempt, so maybe that helps him recalibrate his shot as it goes on. He can open up that part of his game as well.
Yeah, and I think that's what's helping Prairie Ridge is Mundelein isn't able to figure out Loading in terms of what he wants to do on offense, because he's doing a lot of things from the three-point line and inside, and it's been leading to points on the board for them.
Just like Loading is heating up, for all of your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. Featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. And Mundelein's really going to have to do whatever it takes to stop Loading, because they don't really have the size, the same size that PR has with Loading and Gray on the court.
Yeah, definitely a good thing to mention is the size of the Wolves, as they have a lot of it. Definitely 3 forwards and 2 guards we've seen from them today. Let's see what the Mustangs can do. They've kind of given up their lead. They're only up by 1, and they can't get that layup to go. In the final minute of this first quarter, Prairie Ridge could take the lead. Pressure coming once again. Low scoring first quarter. 17 points combined between these 2 teams. Approaching 15 seconds left on the shot clock. They gotta hurry. Wolves control it. And 42 seconds left now. That one nearly taken away. And that one will be pretty close, and they'll call it Mundelein basketball. Tough
Yeah,
call
good
there.
fight for the ball. Again, just kind of very sloppy on both sides so far.
A lot of subs coming into the game for both teams, as there's a second separating the shot and game clock. 9-8, Mundelein trying to regain the strength of their lead. 36 seconds left. They get it in. And they're not going to call over and back on that one, as he did not establish position just yet. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Got to start to hurry. Approaching 5 seconds now. Mundelein and the Mustangs. Can they get a shot off? The bench calling out the shot clock. That one is good to beat the buzzer. What an acrobatic shot, as there's 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Can Prairie Ridge tie it? 5 seconds into the quarter. McCammon. They got to get a shot off. Long 3-pointer. That one will miss it all. And what a fast-paced end to this quarter. 11-8. And Mundelein will hold on to one of their first leads coming out of a quarter we've seen this whole term.
Yeah, the Coenzing Connect brothers making waves as Carson Coenzing, or let me excuse myself. Yeah, Carson Coenzing Connect, 7 points in that first quarter, had 2 threes, and his brother Brady with that big shot down the stretch there. A tough shot to say the least. 2 defenders on him, 1-foot runner. Someone say Kobe? I don't know.
Yeah, the fadeaway sure did look like it. And yeah, I think that's a good adjustment, especially since they had that shot clock violation early on in the game. And I think once they kind of regathered and looked things over, they kind of realized their offense has to get going. And sometimes shots like that will definitely help your case.
Yeah, and I think they need to get a little bit better, I guess, control of the shot clock, a better idea of where they're at with the shot clock, because it seems like they like to take a lot of time off it, but sometimes they take a little too much time off it to where they have to rush themselves up with 5 seconds left on the clock and get a shot up.
Yeah, the defense for both teams have definitely played into a factor for this exciting start to this game. 11-8, Prairie Ridge down early. And both these teams we mentioned 0-2 in this tournament, still looking for their first wins. And we'll see what they can do. 11-8 now as we start the final quarter of the first half. It's been pretty performance-heavy scoring, as not a lot of guys for either team have gotten going. It will be Wolves basketball to inbound.
And neither of these teams have scored over 60 points in a game yet this tournament, so I wouldn't really expect either team to necessarily open up the floodgates scoring, but you never know with these consolation games.
Drive inside, kick it out top. In the wing, trying to split the defense. Kick out to the corner again. Love to drive it in and kick it out to the corner. See that used a lot already for Mundelein. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Kick out on the wing, in the corner, 3. That one a little rushed and short. 11-8 now. Still scoreless in this quarter, and right on cue, the cut up and in off glass. Good easy look at the basket for Prairie Ridge, and they cut the lead to 1.
Yeah, that was Brandon Bowe. He was their second leading scorer in their last game with 9 points. Look for him to get going as well.
Wide open look in the corner and makes them pay. Leaving him open in the 3, leads to an easy basket to grow the lead. They're actually going to credit it with a long 2. It looks like his foot was on the line, so it will be 13-10.
And that was Jack Maresh as well. He didn't get a ton of playing time in their last couple of games, but maybe Mundelein's deciding to switch it up, give him a shot.
Yeah, he definitely looks like a shooter on that wing. And speaking of shooting, that one just off the mark for Bo. And a good rebound. And now Mundelein coming off that long make in the corner, can go on a little bit of a run. 6 minutes left in this first half. Thomas nearly losing it. He gets it right back. And in the corner once again, they'll reset up top. Starters set to come back into the game for Mundelein. Pressure coming. Thomas now with it. Late in the shot clock once again. They got 5 seconds to get a shot off. Drive inside, nice acrobatic finish, just rims out, and count the bucket off glass. Gets the offensive rebound, and he'll head to the line to make it a 3-point play. Bo's first foul, and Mundelein, a much-needed play in this one. Neither team has had a real high-energy play, and that's probably the first in this one for the Mustangs.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that.
Approaching 5.5 minutes left in this first half. Mundelein trying to create some separation and grow their lead. As that first free throw is good, the first and only free throw. And the 3-point play is complete. He'll head to the bench and Zepeda back in.
Yeah, nice job there by Ryan Pasault.
Here is Loading. Took a little bit of a break on the bench, and now he's back in. And having some trouble in this possession are the Wolves, and they finally lose it. And they're going to call a foul in the back called against McKim. And an early foul in this quarter.
And Mundelein's doing a really good job of making up for their size disadvantage by playing really tough defense and forcing a lot of mistakes here so far by Prairie Ridge on the offensive side.
And I think you can almost see that as an advantage, being a little undersized compared to Prairie Ridge. Is they're having the advantage with the speed and getting those low offensive rebounds.
Yeah, and Prairie Ridge hasn't really gotten the ball down low to start. They haven't really fed any of their big men so far to try to get any layups against this size.
Big thing to note here as Mundelein misses it all there, and the Mustangs missing once again. 16-10 now. Prairie Ridge trying to cut into the lead. Defensive chance for Mundelein. Drive inside, strong take, but just off. Thomas will dump it off. Here come the Mustangs. Wide open lane, and floater is good. Up and in for Noel. 4.5 minutes now left in the first half. 4 points on the day for Brandon Noel. Trying to get it back to the top of the key. Good pressure from Thomas.
This Mundelein defense is just swarming. Denying off-ball guys fully, all up in the ball handler. Like, they are really pressuring Prairie Ridge, and I don't think Prairie Ridge woke up and expected this.
Yeah, definitely a lot of pressure from the Mustangs. And I think after those first 2 games of the tournament, they're wanting to come out with a statement win. And those plays are going to get you wins if you can keep stealing entry passes like those. Here is Noel. Gets the screen from Zepeda. He'll hand it off to Thomas. Long 3-pointer, just short. Zepeda will get it, and a foul called against Bo. He grabbed the arm of Zepeda, and it will be a baseline out of bounds.
His second team, third.
Yeah, PR with 3 fouls so far in the second quarter already.
Still 4 minutes ago, as that one could have been called a foul.
We got a wedgie.
Yeah, first wedgie of the tournament it might be, and Loading just easily grabs that from the rim. And an 8-point lead for Mundelein. And then, yeah, I was gonna say it should have been Mustangs ball, and they'll correct that. And the possession arrow shows it will be Mundelein basketball. And a big play for the Mustangs. Can they make it a double-digit lead late in this first half? Zepeda gives them the screen. Stagnant offense in this possession as they only have There's 5 seconds left in the shot clock. Good drive inside, using the glass. And a good finish up and in for the layup. Mundelein has their largest lead of the game.
Yeah, doubling up the score of Prairie Ridge. It's getting a little dangerous early for Prairie Ridge. They're going to really need to show just some calmness on the offense side. There's a nice cut.
Yeah, that'll definitely make their offense calm, getting easy layups and backdoor cuts like that. The offense has worked a lot down low and through cuts for both teams. 20-12 now. 3 minutes left in this first half. Thinking three, he'll pass it up. And Zepeda trying to close out down low, but a good steal and push for Vanderwell. Cut inside, he'll pass it up top. Pressure coming, McKim has the backdoor cut, he'll take it instead and give it up to Loading. Approaching 15 seconds on the shot clock. Drive inside, McKim using his size finally, but that shot is off. Pressure down low and Loading hits the ground. Very fast-paced offense. The Mustangs trying to float it in and get the roll. Back to a 10-point lead.
2 quick twos there from Ryan Bolito. He's starting to get going as well.
Vanderwell having some trouble. Trying to dish it off. 2 minutes left in the first half. Good defense from Mundelein. Once again, Vanderwell dumps it off to Loading. He can't get the bunny. Offensive rebound for PR. And they kick it up top. And that one nearly taken away, but a foul called on the pick attempt. Very intense defense from Mundelein.
Yeah, they are flying all over the place. And Loading had a little bit of a peanut punch there on the rebound, knock it away. Good effort by him to get the ball back.
Quiet first half for Loading, only 6 points compared to their last game where he had 19 points in just the first half. Drive inside, that one off. Trying to fight for the rebound, no foul called on the rebound attempt, and it will stay with PR. You mentioned it earlier, the refs definitely are letting them play through contact.
Yeah, definitely. That could have very well have been a foul on Loading. I didn't see if he got the ball or not, but I guess ball never lies, so.
Yeah, there you go. Turnover from Loading, and he's got to hurry up to get down court. Oh, good backdoor cut. Feed it to Noel. Zepeda will get it now. Dump it off into the corner. Zepeda on top to Carson. He gets the screen. Oh, good step back three. That one misses it all, but almost a big play for Mundelein, as that would have given them a 13-point lead.
Yeah, and Mundelein having a little trouble with some spacing at some points with these backdoor cuts and the pressure going on from PR. They can look to space it out more. They'll have a lot more open backdoor cuts against this defense.
Final minute left in this first half as Mundelein's defense once again storming the Wolves.
Prairie.
We'll stay with the Wolves, so 58 seconds left in the first half, 20 seconds on the shot clock as subs will come into the game for Mundelein.
Brady, color stats. And number 32, Jack.
22-12. And Prairie Ridge trying to cut into the lead, make it a single-digit deficit. Oh, good feed down low, but it's taken away by Zepeda. 50 seconds. They have the mismatch down low. They won't go there. Instead, they'll swing it up top. And a handoff. Noel. Tried inside, splitting the defense once again, and an easy look at the rim to make it a 12-point game.
Yeah, nice take there. He's got some really good skills going to the basket.
25 seconds left. Shot clock is unplugged, and on the wing is Prairie Ridge. Down by a large margin. High feed down low, and a fadeaway too strong. Mundelein will have 10 seconds to get a final shot off. 24-12.
Got time.
Noel trying to get space. Kick it out. 3 seconds. Drive inside to beat the buzzer. That one goes in. And a big play once again for Mundelein. And Brandon getting up and in for the layup. What a way to end this quarter for Mundelein and the Mustangs.
Yeah, the Cohenson Connect brothers, they're just, again, making waves. A big shot there from Brady. First it was Carson, now it's Brady. They look good. I mean, 12 points for Prairie Ridge. You got to imagine that their head coach, Brian Frericks, is not very happy about that.
Yeah, very good duo the brothers are in this game as they both have led the way in scoring. What a first half of action, 26 to 12. Mundelein with a major lead at halftime. Don't forget this game brought to you by our season sponsors, Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin, and Genesis of Algonquin, Wise Guys Pizza, South Elgin, Tom the Plumber Inc., and Daryl Barnes Photography, as well as our Algonquin Hospitality Room sponsors for keeping our workers fed and functioning. Buffalo Wild Wings, El Fuego Tacos and Burritos, Taylor Street Pizza, Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, Brewhouse 31, Panera Bread, and Culver's. Thanks for keeping everyone full, happy, and on their feet.
Ooh, that's a good lineup. That's a good lineup.
A lot of good sponsors here at the Hinkle Holiday Classic, our second game of day 3 of action. Obviously a great first half between these two teams. Mundelein, really, their defense led them to this big lead, 26-12.
Definitely a lot of takeaways, a lot of dribble drives, just speeding up that Prairie Ridge offense. Elijah Loading had 6 points, but no points in that second quarter. They've really took him out of the game in the second quarter and have made him one-dimensional.
As we see out of the break, it looks like Prairie Ridge starting to pick up their defense as well, making Mundelein work for it, but a quick foul called early on in this quarter.
Yeah, a good backdoor cut there. It was a risky pass, but with the pressure, he just had to make it, and he made a perfect pass.
Good play for the Wolves, or make that the Mustangs, I should say. And the Mustangs will head to the line for free throws. And big shots early on in this second half, as that first one is no good.
Yeah, and you got to think Coach Frericks for the Wolves wants to speed up the Mustangs just as much as they sped his squad up. And hopefully their assistant coach, Frank Jakubisek, Kerry Grove, great big man, will tell his big men to start holding the ball down low and maybe look for their own shot as well. They've only had 3 players score for them so far.
Yeah, they're definitely going to need the size down low, as they'll take a 3 instead. That one just rims out.
Good box out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Getting physical.
Still rolling around.
Yeah, getting physical down low. Good plays already for both teams on the defensive end and on the offensive glass. 27-12. As that one is tipped away. Thomas against Loading. Big matchup there as the wing is wide open. Look, and the 3 falls, and 30 points now for the Mustangs.
Ryan Bolito, a 3 for him. He had 4 points in their last quarter.
Bolito definitely has had a good 2-quarter span. Drive inside, wide open look, passes it up. Oh, rarely see that. A lot of the guys like to shoot those type of shots, as that will be a blocking foul and will be free throws for Vanderwell.
And that's interesting coming from Brandon Bowe. He had 9 points in their last one. He's going to go over and talk to coach. Maybe he's going to tell him to shoot the ball, because he had a wide open look, just might have thought too much about it before he took it.
Yeah, especially when they're down by this much early on in the second half, 30-12. You're going to need some of those 3-point attempts, and you're going to need them to fall for sure. Second one is good off the miss of the first free throw. 13 points now for Prairie Ridge. Low scoring, couple of quarters for them. Here's Thomas off the pressure from McKim. Zepeda, good screen. He'll drive inside, wraparound dribble. Somehow got it through to Carson, and now he'll reset. Zepeda off the pick and roll. Thomas thinking 3. And a foul on the entry pass. Costly fouls. That's already the second on Prairie Ridge.
Fouls on number 33.
Yeah, I don't think Bolito was trying to put that wraparound between 2 defenders, but he looked like he was playing for the Globetrotters for a second.
Yeah. Using the dribble moves, this team definitely has a lot of guards and players that can handle the ball, as Loading will tip that one away.
Yeah, PR really needs to amp up the pressure on defense. They need to force some turnovers from Mundelein and convert those into points, because they have not done that yet.
And they will call that on the floor, so it won't be a shot attempt. It will be 30-13 with 6 minutes, 10 seconds left in the third quarter.
His first team.
And already 3 team fouls in this quarter with still 6 minutes, 10 seconds left. Only 2 away from the bonus. Cut inside, having trouble, and again, give credit to the Wolves defense. They made it work, and that'll be an offensive foul called against Zepeda. Just kind of shoved the defender out of the way.
Yeah, Resendez getting a little chippy down there with him, making it tough on Zepeda, and clearly he took out his frustration there at the end.
Pressure coming from Mundelein and the Mustangs. Their defense still staying in it. Loading, using the mismatch and size down low. Using the patient take, and he gets the layup to go. And it will be a timeout called on the floor by the Mustangs, and a big quarter start for Prairie Ridge and the Wolves.
Yeah, they really need to get Loading going.
Don't forget, this quarter is sponsored by Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time, shop online, buying made simple. RosenHyundai.com and GenesisofAlgonquin.com.
But yeah, like I was saying, they really need to get Elijah Loading going. If nobody else, if they're not going to distribute the scoring, then their 3 players who have scored so far, Loading, Bow, and Vanderweel, really need to get going because it seems like nobody else really wants to shoot the ball.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of indecision and a lot of hesitation on some of these shots. And definitely at this point in the game, down 15, you're going to need to start taking those. Here comes Mundelein, and that one nearly tipped off the leg of Noel, but it will stay with the Mustangs.
Yeah, PR amping up the full court pressure here, looking for a turnover.
Yeah, they're definitely playing with some pace and intensity as Loading does not want to get that 4th foul. Drive inside, and that one high and no good.
Great press break, just could not convert it, but a great press break by Mundelein.
And jump for the ball. It will stay with Mundelein. Actually, it will stay with Prairie Ridge, I should say. 30 to 15 still. Kick out. Having some trouble is Bow. Here's Vanderwell. Loading using his size, and that will be a foul, and count it. Loading starting to get going now. His first points of the second half.
Yeah, big bucket there. They really needed that. And a chance to get it a little bit closer, down to 12 points. They're chipping away here.
That one is good. And 11 points on the day for Loading as that one is taken away. And a risky pass, that one goes the other way. Just kind of rushed it, and costly turnover from Vanderwell.
Yeah, you really don't want to rush that there. You just got the turnover set up in your offense. Get it going.
And a little bit of a break, but now the refs will inbound it. Drive inside and a foul called on the sideline. And 30 to 18 with 5:07 left in the 3rd quarter. Thomas will inbound it now. Trying to get it in, and that one tipped away by Loading. And both these teams now with some impressive defense.
Yeah, PR needs to use their length and size here on this press, and with their pressure to really force a lot of deflections and lead to turnovers and points on the other end.
Cut inside. Having some pressure is Zapata. Good job getting open on the roll and gets it off glass. And using the size, him and Loading have been battling down low all day. Cut into the corner, 32 to 18 now. Trying to slip it over to the corner. They do find it. Oh, and a good spin move down low to Loading and using the glass up and in to cut into the lead once again. That's now 13 on the day for him.
Yeah, he has 7 points in this quarter so far. We're not even halfway through it. He's really starting to heat up here, and they need him.
Drive inside, good pivot, and almost losing it. Zapata now with it. 15 seconds in the shot clock. Sub set to come in for Prairie Ridge and the Wolves. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Zapata. 3 seconds, he's just got to shoot it. That one almost goes in. Thomas gets the offensive rebound. No shot clock violation because it did hit the rim as Thomas loses it and his foot hit the baseline, so it will go the other way.
Yeah, good hustle there by Thomas. Just couldn't keep full control of the ball, but great hustle on his part there.
And a good defensive possession as more size is now into the game for Prairie Ridge. And let's see, you mentioned at the halftime break, if they can use their size a little bit more to their advantage. And instead, Vanderwell will drive it and a good acrobatic layup to finish. And it's now a 10-point game.
Just like that.
Under 3.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Thomas, dump it off. Zapata. Pump fake. High pass in the top of the key. They pass up the 3 once again. Kick it on the wing. 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Again, late in the clock, gets it to go, and the layup taken away, so they had the result to the jump shot, and it falls. Oh, that one nearly taken away. Kick out to Vanderwell in the corner. Here is loading, fadeaway, trying to find his big man Gray. He does. That one is no good.
Good look there for Gray, just couldn't get it to fall.
Speed and Euro step in the lane, getting through Gray's defense. And what a finish for Newell.
Yeah, he's a nice little player. He's hit some tough mid-range shots, and that's a good finish there against the taller Gray. He looks really good, and they're up to 14 points now. A timeout for Prairie Ridge.
Yeah, the Wolves definitely need a timeout as their team's starting to fall in this one late. And again, a very close contest in this one.
And this timeout is brought to you by Wise Guys Pizzeria. For the best pizza in town, it's Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out their new and improved online ordering system at I'mAWiseGuy.com. See their catering menu online for parties or any occasions. It's all there. I'mAWiseGuy.com.
36-22, timeout called by Prairie Ridge. What do they have to do to kind of get back in this game, especially being down so much early on, and they just haven't been able to get good offensive possessions?
I don't know why they went away from the full court press there for a couple of possessions. It was working. They were speeding up the offensive Mundelein. They forced a few turnovers. They didn't convert necessarily on them, but they forced a few. They sped them up. And with their size on the court, they can really do some damage on a full court press using their length to their advantage and forcing some turnovers. I think they need to keep that up because it was working for a time. I don't know, maybe they're gassing out, maybe it's exhausting for their players, but I feel like that's kind of their way back into the game at this point.
Out of the timeout, 2.5 minutes left in this third quarter, 36-22. Prairie Ridge, they need to start cutting into the lead. Loading trying to do it here, and he does at the top of the key. Good look for Loading.
10 points in this third quarter now for him.
Compared to only 6 in the first half. What a start to the second half for Loading. Long three-point look. The answer is no good. Gray has that tipped away. It looked like almost hit the baseline, but good job from Loading to corral it. Under 2 minutes now in this third quarter. Here is Gray trying to find the backdoor cut. That one too high. And they had the right idea on that play, just couldn't execute it.
You got to wonder if Mundelein is going to start trying to take away Loading a little more. He's really been the only guy for the Wolves so far. Maybe a full deny, even a box and one if they decide to go to that. But you would think they would want to take him away because they can really run away with this game if they do that.
Under a minute and a half now left in this third quarter. 36-25 now. Drive inside, low dribble, and it hits off the leg of Newell, and it will go to Prairie Ridge and subs back into the game for the Wolves.
Number 25, Tavi Behan.
Let's see what Prairie Ridge can do off the turnover. They haven't done a great job off of turnovers in this one so far. They're down by 11. This is the guy you want with the ball. Can he get things going? Pump fake, thinking three. Drive inside instead, using the glass, and a good drive inside for Kemp.
Yeah, he's only the fourth Wolf to get on the board all game.
Handoff in the corner. We're under 45 seconds now left in the third. A very back and forth quarter, but Mundelein staying on top by 9 now. Pressure defense once again. Just continued pressure. Drive inside. Slip pass. Pump fake. Newell took a little too much time on that shot. And now 20 seconds. Can they get a final shot off? It's Loading. High pass into Kemp. He cannot get it off glass. Kick out. Pump fake on the wing. Get it down low to Loading. Last second shot. No good. 8 seconds now. Kick out on the wing. Kemp. 5 seconds. He's got to hurry. PR drives inside. Vanderwell, no good. And a very missed opportunity from Prairie Ridge as they had a couple good looks to cut into the lead even more heading into the fourth.
Yeah, it seems like they just got a little sped up there. You had a couple of good looks like the Vanderweel floater. the Kemp layup attempt. There were some very good looks there. They just could not finish them. The end of the third quarter is brought to you by Tom the Plumber. Tom the Plumber, Inc. is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com or give him a call at 847-513-3971. That's 847-513-3971.
36-27 out of the timeout as you see some of the fans enjoying the basketball. Again, the Prairie Ridge Wolves and their fans showing out. I think that's the second time I've seen that baby in the stands supporting the team. And what great fans we have for this entire tournament, third day of the Jacobs tournament, and always such a great event that they put on.
Yeah, coming at 10:30 in the morning definitely is a tough ask, especially for some consolation games, but it's good to have some supporters out here for them.
All right, here we go. Final quarter of play, 36-27. And if it's like any of the other games we've seen in this great tournament, it will go down to the wire, as Mundelein has been in control pretty much this entire game. Starters on the court for both teams. Drive inside, kick out into the corner, much needed three. That one just rims out, and that would have been a big shot to start this fourth. And we're already seeing the Wolves kick it out in space. Here's Vanderwell. He's going to have a good quarter if they want to come back.
Yeah, a little bit of a tough pass there. You can see the frustration on his face after he turned it over.
Cut inside that one, fight for the ball, and it will go to Prairie Ridge. And the Wolves, actually, no, they're going to call an out of bounds. It's close to a jump ball, but looks like the foot hit the baseline, and they're going to give it to Mundelein.
Yeah, Prairie Ridge starting to trap and double those passes down low to Zepeda, clearly trying to speed up Zepeda and this Mundelein offense and force more turnovers. They've already cut the lead down to 9.
And they cut into it even more. It's actually, no, they're going to grow the lead. Excuse me, the Mustangs doing a good job down low. And now 38-27 with 7 minutes left in this fourth. They have been able to limit loading ever since that great third quarter he had. And now he gets it off the curl. Taking his time. High pass on the wing, he'll get it right back. Kind of pushes off the defender. They're going to call a foul on Mundelein. Interesting call there as both guys were kind of going for the ball, kind of fighting each other off on that one.
Yeah, it looked like loading gave him a little stiff arm, told him to get off me, but guess it wasn't against him.
Let's see if Prairie Ridge can capitalize. High pass in the corner, here's Kemp. And loading, trying to find Kemp down low. He does. 3 seconds to go. They take it up and in, Kemp. What a good shot and patience late in the shot clock. Cutting into the lead. Still a very close game and still reachable for PR and the Wolves. Handoff into the corner. Brady swings it. Spencer. And that one is off the hands, low pass from Thomas, and that's a costly turnover, as there was only like 3 seconds left in that shot clock. Either way, it was going to be tough.
Yeah, Mundelein's offense takes a lot of time off the shot clock, so if you're PR, you're going to want to speed them up, because being down 9 points, you need the ball as much as you can get, and Mundelein clearly trying to take it away from you as much as they can.
Top of the key three, here's loading, that one too short. Hasn't been able to find the three ball a lot in this one. He's been using more of his size down low. Thomas swing, nearly thrown out of bounds, but he'll keep it instead. There are 5.5 minutes now left in this one. Drive inside, using the size down low, and will pivot right back up top. Oh, good spin move to get the free throw look. That one just too strong, but a good move nevertheless. Loading, mismatch, down low, using his size. No foul called on that one. And a lot of contact again, the refs letting them play. Pump fake on the three, drive inside. Oh, what a good move to find separation, using the left hand up and in.
Ryan Bolito, 10 points now for him. He's been a big part of this Mundelein offense off the bench.
Good bench scoring for both teams as foul on the attempt, and the Wolves will head to the line. And Bo with 2 big free throws as this one starting to get out of hand with not much time left.
No, not a ton of time at all. If you're Prairie Ridge, again, I think you need to go back to that full court press with how much time's left on the clock and the situation in the game. You got to speed up this Mundelein offense. They're taking off too much time on the shot clock and just too much time on the game clock in general.
Big factor in this one also too is Prairie Ridge has not had a lot of success at the free throw line. Some easy points up for grabs that they've just been missing. 40 to 30, 10-point game. As we see it drive inside, another spin move. Brady's been using that a lot in the paint, especially against these big defenders. Thomas, kick out in the corner. He'll curl. Oh, what a find down low. That one just too short. Zepeda gets the offensive rebound. Long three-point look for Brady, just off. And a good box out for Prairie Ridge. And they're going to call no foul on that one. It'll just be out of bounds off the Wolves.
Yeah, we had a little brother-to-brother connection there on the backdoor cut from Mundelein. Just couldn't get the finish, but some nice action there from the Mustangs.
High pass into Zepeda, and that'll be a foul on the entry pass by McKim. Costly turnover. Only their first of the quarter, though, so still 4 to work with. Oh, wide open on the wing. He'll take the three. That one just short. They'll stay here, though, as there's a foul called against Prairie Ridge. That's back-to-back fouls.
Back-to-back fouls on McKim, 2 on rebounding situations. Just fouls you cannot have at this point in the game.
Trying to get it in. Zepeda. Oh, good slip pass. That one met at the rim by Loading. And he'll get away with the ball and push. Under 4 minutes now left in the game. Time running out. Oh, good backdoor cut for Vanderwell. Looks like it was tipped. And a good save by Brady. In the corner, a long three-pointer. That one just too strong. Here comes Prairie Ridge. The Wolves running out of time once again. Oh, that one off the fingertips of Mundelein, so we'll stay with Prairie Ridge. Vanderwell misses that one up close. Fight for the ball, and it'll be a foul called against Luke Vanderwell. And a very bang-bang play will lead to Prairie Ridge getting called for the foul. And Mundelein will get their 3rd team foul called against Prairie Ridge.
Yeah, Mundelein nearing the bonus at this point in the game. Be big for them to get chances at the free throw line to try to put this game away.
Press coming back for Prairie Ridge. You talked about it coming back, and that one is nearly taken away. It will be controlled by Mundelein and the Mustangs. Up top. Carson swings it up top to Brandon. Well, has to hurry. He'll dribble now. 3 minutes left in this one. Time running out. They have to get a stop, and they're doing it. 5 seconds left in the shot clock. Can they get a final shot off? They've done it before, and they can't do it this time. But Zepeda, another offensive rebound, and wasting a lot of clock are the Mustangs.
Zepeda has been a monster on the offensive boards today. Just big-time rebounds in big situations when they need him to get them.
5 seconds left. That one taken away by Loading. Here comes the push. High pass. That one tipped and stolen. A costly turnover. And now Prairie Ridge with the stop. Drive inside. and kick. Mundelein, that was a backcourt violation. They're not going to call it, but a foul called on the entry pass. And that'll be the 4th team foul.
His second team foul.
And a costly mistake from Prairie Ridge. Although it did look like it was a backcourt violation against the Mustangs, the refs did not call it. And let's see if Mundelein can capitalize. 2 minutes left, they're up by 10, and they're in the driver's seat.
Taking more time off the clock here.
And that'll be the 5th team foul. Just so many fouls against Prairie Ridge in the last 2 minutes of play.
Fouls on the wing, number 21, Brendan Bone. His 4th.
That's Bo's 4th foul as well, so he's nearing fouling out territory.
Big free throws here at the line. Thomas gets the roll on the first one, and that is huge as the lead is now 11. And it looks like if he can hit the second one, it might be too much of a lead for Mundelein as that one goes off the baseline. It will stay with the Mustangs.
Mustang basketball.
And yeah, it looks like there's confusion. It looks like Prairie Ridge thought that was off Mundelein.
Yeah, it was a really close play.
And that'll be an offensive foul called against Thomas, blocking foul.
That's a break for the Wolves. They needed that.
And timeout for Prairie Ridge as
30 seconds.
time is running out, 41 to 30 with under 2 minutes left to go in this 4th, and looks like Mundelein might have this one.
This timeout is brought to you by Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family photos, graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. For all of your photographic needs, contact Daryl Barnes Photography. You can find Daryl Barnes online at darylbarnesphotography.com. Yeah, PR brought the full court press back, almost forced a turnover. It was in their hands, was going to be right around the rim, have a good look at a layup, just couldn't convert it, couldn't finish the turnover, couldn't get the takeaway. But they need to bring that full court press back here with under 2 minutes to go. They're going to need to force turnovers like we've been saying all game. Mundelein's done their job forcing turnovers and speeding them up, and look where it's put them.
Still a major 11-point lead, and Prairie Ridge is going to need the help of loading if they want to start to come back in this one late in the 4th quarter. Here we go. Prairie Ridge will inbound it, and you got to think they're going to start playing with some more pace now.
Yeah, loading. No points in this 4th quarter after 10 in the 3rd. Again, Mundelein has taken him out of the game here in this 4th quarter.
Drive inside, that one is good, and a good layup up and in for Kemp. And now here comes that press again. It's worked a lot so far in the game, and they'll continue it as Carson will slow things down. Toledo now with it, and a timeout called for Mundelein. Did not like what he saw on the court as he wanted to get the offense under control, and they don't want this one to slip away.
Yeah, and that was a good trap by PR again. With their size and their length, trapping these smaller guards of Mundelein shouldn't be too difficult for them. Definitely a lot more difficult for the guards of Mundelein to handle, and could lead to them getting themselves back in this game. Only down 9, still plenty of time on the clock to stage a late last-second comeback.
Mundelein looking for their first win in this tournament. If they can continue what they've done the entire game, it should lead for good things to come. As they're currently still up by 9 points. It's been their defense. You want to talk about their shooting and their offense, but really the defensive pressure they've added against Prairie Ridge has really helped them in this one.
Definitely, definitely. A lot of good looks around the rim off turnovers. They've forced Prairie Ridge to be They've taken loading out of the game kind of at both ends of each half. They didn't let him score in that 2nd quarter, and they haven't let him score in this 4th quarter yet. And so their defense has just done a great job of making him, just taking him out of the game at certain points.
Here comes the inbound for the Mustangs. They'll get in the backcourt. Zepeda. He dumps it off. Finally got to get it across court. Thomas in the corner. They're just playing keep away now. 10 seconds left in the shot clock. That one nearly tipped away, and it is stolen for Prairie Ridge. Last seconds for them to start a comeback. Vanderwell drive inside, and that one off glass is good. And you can see the coaching staff of Prairie Ridge trying to keep them in that press, and that will be a foul called against the Wolves, and you can't have that, especially with the Mustangs in the bonus.
Yeah, definitely cannot, but at the same time, you are keeping time on the clock. Hopefully, if you're the Wolves, the Mustangs miss a couple free throws down the stretch and you give yourselves a chance. Maybe force a couple turnovers with this press. You already forced one with the trapping on the other end.
First one is no good, and a rare miss at the line. Still only a 6-point game with 58 seconds left. Actually, we'll correct my math, make that a 7-point game, and now 8. Here we go, Prairie Ridge, 42-32, under a minute now. They're gonna have to feed Loading. He'll use his size. That one is good. He looks like he got a little injured on that play, grabbing that leg. Seems to be okay, but again, a quick bucket and only taking like 5 seconds off of the game clock, and that's huge for Prairie Ridge.
Yeah, and a good bucket for Loading. He just needed to see the ball go through the hoop in this quarter. And now, if you're Prairie Ridge, get a couple turnovers with this press, couple layups, and you're right back in it.
50 seconds left on the game clock, 42-36. Prairie Ridge, definitely a big possession coming up for them. We'll see what they do out of the press. We've seen them continue it here late in the second half, and if they can manage to get a steal and a bucket, that'd be huge for them.
Yeah, Mundelein hasn't done a terrible job of breaking their press either. Prairie Ridge is really amping up the pressure, at some point sending 3 guys at the ball handler, which will leave the Mustangs open for some deep passes to possibly find some open guys for layups.
And that's what you don't want to do, is put it in the corner, and an easy steal for the Wolves. They're going to need a bucket quick. 40 seconds left. Vanderwell inside, and a foul called on the shot attempt, and that pauses the game clock and sends them to the line. Vanderwell has struggled, though, today at the free throw line, so he's going to have to hit these big free throws. Vanderwell, the senior, first free throw is good. It just rims in. If he can make this second one, he'll make it a 4-point game with 41 seconds left. And that's the beauty of the shot clock, is you don't have to foul right away. It will bring that extra element late in this one.
Very true.
Biggest free throw of the game. That one just rims out. Fight for the offensive rebound, no good. And they're going to call a foul against Loading. And that one nearly close to a turnover for the Mustangs. Now 2 free throws for Carson.
Yeah, and that is Loading's 3rd foul so far of this game. He has 2 left to give himself, so if you're Prairie Ridge, you definitely don't want him to be the guy fouling the Mustangs down the stretch here.
The first one no good, and a big miss from Newell. Brandon at the line. He's done a good job for them in scoring today with 10 points, trying to get the 11th as that one does fall. And a huge free throw. Trying to cut in. On the wing. Here is Loading. He swings it to Vanderwell. Vanderwell drives inside. That layup no good. Here's Kemp. He will get fouled and will head to the line for free throws. And 23 seconds left. And I will say, I think they have a scoring error.
Yeah, I think they just fixed it.
Just fixed it, yeah. Obviously, late in the game, any points are big in this one. So I want to make sure they get it right. Timeout called by Mundelein. They want to make sure they can break the press and not turn it over. And 23 seconds left, still plenty of time if they can make the second free throw and kind of get a stop on that pressure defense.
Yeah, it looks like head coach Joe Schurz of the Mundelein Mustangs is going to draw up a little press break play. They seemed like they ran one in that the last time they tried to break the press. They just ended up in the corner, and Prairie Ridge forced a turnover and got to the bucket and ended up getting free throws. If you're Mundelein here, you just really need to get the ball to the middle of the court, stay away from the corners, don't get trapped, and then either wait for a foul, or if you get an easy layup that you know you can make, then you take it.
A lot of action still left in this final 23 seconds in our second game of day 3 here at the Hinkle Holiday Classic at Jacobs High School. Here we go, 23 seconds left, 43 to 38, and still one free throw at the line for Kemp. If he can hit this free throw and make it a 4-point game, it'll definitely keep Prairie Ridge close in this one. We have also seen, if he were to miss, offensive rebounds off free throws from Prairie Ridge. That one no good, long rebound for Noel. They do not have to foul right away. They're playing keep away. Thomas, they got to get it across half court. That one is tipped away and a kickball violation. So they'll reset.
And now you have to foul. Prairie Ridge is going to have to foul if they can't get a turnover right away on the trap.
Yeah, you used a lot of time waiting to see if they could get it away, and this one's going to be close. They finally get it in. That one nearly taken away by Prairie Ridge, and instead the Mustangs will head to the free throw line. And a chance to put this one away. 11 seconds left, 43 to 38. Another close finish, a low-scoring game overall, but still very back and forth as that first free throw hurts Prairie Ridge for sure.
Yeah, and if he can make this a 3-possession game, he puts the ball game away right here.
And there you go. Yep. Second free throw is good. Here is loading. Quiet second half for him as that one is good in a quick timeout. You never know. 45 to 40. Still with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, hopefully I didn't speak too soon. You're right. You never know.
Seen a lot of magic late in some of these Hinkle Holiday Classic games. Still a huge effort, though, if Prairie Ridge is going to want to come back.
Yeah, they're going to really need to immediately force a turnover off this inbound pass, get a quick shot up. If hopefully it's a 3 from loading, if you could prefer it. He makes it, make it a 2-point game, and then you have a little more options, but still then you're going to need 2 quick turnovers here down the stretch if you want to have a chance if you're the Wolves.
The Wolves have just had so much trouble getting turnovers and then also capitalizing off those turnovers and scoring off them.
Yeah, you can count on probably both hands about the amount of times they've had turnovers or chances to get a turnover and just haven't converted.
It will be Mundelein basketball on the baseline. 6 seconds. And some change left on the clock. 45 to 40. Time running out for Prairie Ridge as Mundelein looks to get their first win. Pressure coming, they get it in. They try to foul, and
it looked like a double
Looks
dribble.
like kind of picked it up and just kind of walked with it and then brought it back again. They're not going to call it.
Yeah, a little bit of a miss there. That looked like a double dribble.
There has been a couple of questionable misses here late in this one.
But regardless, Coens and Connect will get a chance to ice the game here on the line.
Still a timeout remaining for both teams, as that first one is good and a chance to completely put it away if he were to make here. Huge free throws at the line for Mundelein. Last second shot is no good, and time will expire. The Mustangs get a much needed win in their first win of the tournament, and a very close contest against Prairie Ridge. What a game it was between the Wolves and the Mustangs. We will have a post-game interview with our player of the game. Dylan's gonna go down there and cover that. Once again, want to remind you about all our sponsors here at the Hinkle Holiday Classic. Thank you to them and our hospitality room. Well, what a game it was for the Mustangs. They get their first win of the tournament against the Wolves, and Prairie Ridge falls to 0-3 as Mundelein, led by the brothers Brady and Carson. Just a huge performance from them It's been a good tournament overall from the perimeter shooting of Mundelein and the Mustangs, and it finally showed through in this one. Give credit to their defense. A swarming defensive effort from them led the way to give them their first win of the tournament. Again, a post-game interview will be coming with our player of the game for Mundelein and the Mustangs. It will be Brandon Newell. And what a game it was for him. One of the leaders on this team, the leading scorers in the entire game. And again, this great performance from Mundelein. We will send it down to Dylan for the post-game interview. Nick Martinez with the Beacon Academy signing off, and we will get
and kind of putting the practices into the games and like valuing the ball and doing actually what we planned on doing in practice and stuff like that.
You guys really pressured Prairie Ridge a lot on defense. Is that kind of just your MO on defense as a team, or was it more of a game plan thing today?
We do that a lot. That's our main goal on defense, is to pressure and make them move away from their game plan and do things they don't want to do, like it's on the scout and stuff like that.
And what is your squad's goals for just the rest of the tournament and then down the stretch of the season in the second half?
We want to compete and play hard all our games and just hopefully always be able to be in the game at the end of the game.
Thank you so much, Brandon. Great game. We'll send it to Boylan versus Johnsburg for the consolation semifinal here at the Hinkle Holiday Classic. Thank you.
Chicagoland. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling. Featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling. Powered by Bryant. Whatever it takes. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Visit rosenhyundai.com or genesisofelgonquin.com. For the best pizza in town, Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out our new and improved online ordering at I'mAWiseGuy.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at TomThePlumberInc.com. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at darylbarnes.com.